Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakurasso here, coming at you with 5 cards I have in your trade binder for November. And before we start, very quickly, if you're wondering why this is 17 days late, the first one went up on YGO Paisano's channel. Usually I do one in the beginning of the month, middle of the month, and then if those two videos do really well, another one at the end of the month. So 2 to 3 a month. Just one of them, the first one for this month, went up on YGO Paisano's channel for a guest upload, just for my subscribers who don't know. And for those who have came here from YGO Paisano's channel, because I thought like maybe 100 something subs. And, you know, they comment a lot too. So if you guys are here, hey, thanks for coming along. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. And I'm going to get right into it. If you do enjoy this series, though, hit that like button. If this video gets 35 likes, I will do another one by the end of November. If you're not subscribed, hopefully today's I earn your subscription. And if you're buying cards off TCG Player, please my affiliate link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to no additional cost to you. And I'm going to get right into it. The first card I have here, I am going to butcher heavily, but I'm going to give it a good attempt, is Sayura, as you guys see right here, from Dark Duel Stories. Now, we've seen a lot of game promos get bought out. From Kaiba Man to Sinister Serpent to a bunch of other game promos. And this is the next one on top of the list since listings are slowly but surely disappearing. I remember this was a much cheaper card, and right now, currently, light plays are sitting at around $25 to $30, and the near mints are about $45. The reason I'm telling you guys to get this is because Dark Duel Stories was actually a very popular game, and this is a card that a lot of collectors really like. So there's limited quantities, and we know how people have been picking up game promos left and right, and this, while it hasn't got a buyout, it's slowly losing listings because people are looking at this and like, hey, this can go up to like extraordinary prices. So I would honestly get your light plays at $30. If you want to get near mints at $45, that's good, but there's not that many listings of light play and near mints, less than 2 pages, so I would get your copies while you can. However, something I also want to mention is you can get mod plays of this on TCG Player between $3-ish and $10. If you guys want to take a little gamble, you can get some of these mod plays and see if they're actually mod play or if they turn out light play. The reason I'm saying this is because some sellers will see a card as mod play when it's really light, and then vice versa. Oh, it's mod play, well, I'm just going to put up as light play. It is what it is. So if you want to buy a couple cheap mod plays, honestly, and just in addition to your light play or near mint, that may not be a bad idea because you might be getting a lot more money in the long run. I personally already have one of these because I got it because I actually like Dark Duel Stories, the game. And this is a promo that is going to get bought out probably quite soon. So make sure you have your copies while you can because people are keeping an eye on it. The second card that I have here is actually something from Maximum Gold, and it's very, very simple, and this is Red Eyes. The reason I'm telling you guys to pick up Red Eyes is because Blue Eyes has gone absolutely nuts. It's about a $20 to $30 card. The price of this card just keeps fluctuating so crazily. However, what isn't fluctuating is that it is the most expensive card in Maximum Gold, at least of the time making this video. People looked at Dark Magician, and this Dark Magician was about a $7 to $8 card, and now it went up to about 14 to 16, basically almost doubling in price, if not doubling. And I believe the third iconic card, which is Red Eyes, which is sitting at a clean $5-ish here, is going to go up as well. But you guys also have to remember that Red Eyes is technically used in the metagame, not really because of the deck, by the way, mind you. So before you go into the concept, like, what Red Eyes deck top to YCS? It's Dragoon, silly. It's Dragoon. People like playing the nice, cute vanillas for Dragoon. Like, people, for some reason, I've never seen people so happy in this game to play actual Garnets in their deck. Not one Garnet, but 2 Garnets in their deck. I've never seen people this excited in Yu-Gi-Oh! That's something only Dragoon could do. Like, people were busting out their old Red Eyes from their old collections, all that. I just kind of found it funny. But getting back to the subject at hand, $5 for these Red Eyes, we know it's going to get bought out and follow in suit of Dark Magician and Blue Eyes, and those are good investments. Red Eyes is as well. So I would get your copies for $5 while you can. I think that's extremely cheap for this card. Now, and you know, maybe if you offer someone 3, they'll give it to you. You never know. The third card that I have here is Toon Kingdom Ultimate Rare. Now, I've talked about this on my Market Watch quite a couple times, and I told people, if this goes below 45, you should pick it up. And then I said, maybe it'll go to 40, I think, right? I revised my statement in my Market Watches. went to 48. I'm like, hey, you guys should pick this. If it goes any lower, it's free money, if not already. And right now, they're sitting at about $35-ish, $35, $36 for near mints. There's a couple copies. People aren't buying this card. The reason people aren't buying this card is a lot of the people who are interested in tunes to play the deck want just the cheap ultra rares, right? From the complete dragon side, I believe it's called. They're getting those ultra rares, and some of them may get secret rares, but ultimate rares are a lot of money, and I believe this is a 3 of in the tune deck. If I'm completely wrong, let me know in the comment section below, since my education on how to play tunes is quite limited since the build has changed a lot. But point is, Toon Kingdom is a collector's card. Now, we've seen when Toon Kingdom goes without a reprint, we have seen the rare version coming out of Legendary Collection Millennium. Not Legendary Collection, but Legendary Duelist Eyes of Millennium, being $50-something for a rare. Alright, a freaking rare. And then we've seen the secret rare heading up to 80, 90, and collectors always have their Toon Kingdoms. However, collectors love ultimate rares, especially OG ultimate rares. That's what they like especially. And with OTS now kind of having a slot where they give something back to the collectors, an example being, you know, Solemn Judgment, Scapegoat, Book of Moon, right? Sometimes these OG picks also are, you know, with the metagame, like Solemn Judgment, collectors love it, and metagame players love it. I absolutely love Solemn Judgment Ultimate Rare. But point is, right, is this was the card for OTS 14 that they want to give to the collectors. And this is a card that collectors, once a lot of them figure out, hey, wait, this has an ultimate rare, since a lot of collectors don't really look at OTS as much yet. And I hate to say this, but certain collectors, especially certain ones that just they collect, they don't play at all, are very behind on dates of sets because there's nothing they usually ever want. However, this is one of them. So Toon Kingdom for $35, this is something that you can hold and it will just keep going up and up and up. Free money. I would get a playset because $35 is extremely cheap for an ultimate rare like this, along with, if you guys see over here, something I really like about the ultimate rare, and I've seen a lot of people like as well, is that it pops out a lot. It's a very good ultimate rare, and it's like a pop-out book, so it's a pop-out book popping out as an ultimate rare. So it's like a double pop. I know that sounds really dumb. Sounds like we're playing Zodiac over here, but that's how it is. It just looks like a really awesome ultimate rare, and I think it just looks fantastic. So $35, this is something you invest in and then you just hold on to it. While the other ultimate rares in OTS, sometimes they go down or middle, and sometimes they just stay at a certain price. Legacy cards like this, like we've seen with Scapegoat, and other OG OTS ultimate rares like Raigeki, you know, for collectors, we've seen those slowly but surely go up. I believe Toon Kingdom's the same thing. I just think that $35 for a card that is not only a collector's card, big time, by the way, because it says Toon in the name, but players actually like to play, because I know a lot of people who love max rarity Toon decks, and this will most likely be considered higher than the Dragons of Legend 2 secret rare. Get your copies while you can. Now for the fourth card to have, and that is actually another cheap one, and that is World Legacy Guard Dragon. I am going to talk about the tin version, but the ultra rare from Savage Strike is actually a really good version as well. I'm going to talk about both of those in depth. But the reason I'm telling you guys to pick this up is because when it got reprinted, this card was about $15 to $20, right? But it started off as like a $3, $4, $5 card. Not too much money, but as Dragon Link rose up, it slowly rose to an $8 card, then a $10. It never initially got bought out. It slowly rose naturally, because people know that this is amazing Dragon Link support and just Dragon support in general. Because it's searchable in certain decks. Number one, number two, it's a reborn, right? And then you could number three, you can move zones, making LP and Pisty so live and so free, it's not even funny. But I'm going to read you guys the card very quickly for those who don't know. So when this card's activated, you can target one level 4 or lower dragon monster in your graveyard, add to your hand, or special summon it. Adding to hand is also really good as well, since you may actually want that instead. Not often usually, but the fact that it's just a versatile like that is really, really nice. Because there are going to be certain situations where you're going to want to add the dragon to your hand instead. Once per turn, you can target one dragon monster you control. Move that monster you control to another of your main monster zones. You can only activate this once per turn. So this card, as you guys could see, is amazing dragon support. And when it got reprinted, people just thought that it would hold no value. When this got reprinted, I picked up about 2 playsets for $6 total, right? Because these were about a dollar. Really, in reality, they were like 80 cents. I'm actually rounding up, but dollar. But slowly but surely, they rose to 2, then 3, then 4. And I even mentioned to grab this in one of my market watches. This is a card that's going to keep slowly going up. Since the 2020 tins, a lot of people were cracking them open. A lot of people really like them, and a lot of people are buying cards even at this day from like Dragoon to Legacy to even Marinta stuff. So this is a card that can keep going up and will always be considered in Dragon Link decks, if not Dragon Link decks in general. Well, Dragon decks, actually. I said Dragon Links twice. My bad. So I would pick up a playset for about $3-ish if you want to go for the original, because they're about 3 to 4. That's good as well, since it is the first printing. And I love this secret, but I also like the Ultra as well. Just amazing artwork, as you guys see over here. I just really, really like it. But this could easily go up to about $8 again. It could double. It could even go up to 10. It just depends on when the next reprint is, and I don't think it's gonna get another reprint for a while. And this is just the kind of card where it's just gonna keep going up and up and up. And it's a secret rare and ultra. If they reprint as a common, they're not really gonna get affected too much for the higher rarities. Now for the 5th card to have in your trade binder is actually an old OG Ghost Rare that used to be run in every single deck. Believe it or not, I'm talking really old school. I think you guys probably have a feeling of what I'm going to say. And that is Mystical Space Typhoon Ghost Rare from Haunted Mine. Now these are ranging from light place to 14 something, about $14.50, all the way up to about $18, $19-ish, heading up to the $20 mark. And you guys are probably wondering, why should we pick up Ghost Rare MSTs? The only deck that would run MST is certain builds of Striker, right? At least for a certain time period they were. Why? Easy. Number one, Mystical Space Typhoon came out in Metal Raiders, and that is one of the first sets of Yu-Gi-Oh, right? This is a rarity Ghost Rare that collectors absolutely love, right? And Haunted Mine, the Blue Eyes went up to about $100, and all of the Ghost Rares have slowly crept up. I think MST is, even though it's going to be the last Ghost Rare to creep up, since Barkyon did creep up and then just crashed down, it got bought out, then just plummeted like a rock. But MST will go up like the other Ghost Rares. It is a collector card, which means that OGs are really going to like it. But the second reason, it's not just a collector card. If it was just a collector card, I would not put it up here. The second reason is because a lot of players are opting to get this as a great high rarity MST for GOAT format, right? Along with other older formats. A lot of people like to play 2009 format all the way to GOAT format, and no matter what you're playing, MST is actually used on. Although GOAT format, usually you got Heavy Storm and Feather Duster, but MST is still there since back row was very, very menacing back then. I know I'm talking about a long time ago, but a lot of GOAT format players are really, really liking this card, along with some people still opt to play MST in the game now, even especially, instead of Twin Twisters, because some people don't like the discard, which I think Twin Twisters just offers more. Some people play it over Cosmic Cyclone because of the life point difference, which I could understand, but I still think MST is better, at least right now. I mean, unless a certain format comes where Cosmic Cyclone literally offers nothing compared to MST, which I don't think we're going to get those, but you never really know. So Ghost Rare MST at just $15, that's not bad, along with the third reason. And instead being first reason collectability, second reason old formats, and multiple formats that play this card, mind you. So it's not just Go format, it's 2009, 2012 formats, a lot of formats play MST. But the third reason is because a lot of people are looking at Ghost Rares and saying, hey, I want this, I want that, and buying out Ghost Rares. A lot of Ghost Rares about a year ago and maybe even like a year, like some change, are like, right now, they're like triple their price, right? Like, I remember when Excalibur was about $8 for a first 10-year mint for a Ghost Rare, and now they're sitting around 40s. So, even the bad Ghost Rares are getting bought out. Number 17 went straight to the moon, and yeah, great. So, but point is a lot of these Ghost Rares are getting bought out, and MST could be up against the chopping block. Especially since to complete your Ghost Rare collection, people are going to want it. And it is a card that you'd rather have a playset of instead of something like, let's say Stardust. Stardust you're good with one copy. Black Rose, you're good with one copy. There's not many Ghost Rares that you look and you're like, I want a play set. Maybe you want like 2 Barkion. Maybe you like 3 Blue Eyes. That's definitely something, right? 3 Gores. Like Haunted Mine actually has multiples. But when I'm looking at core set Ghost Rares, most of them are just one-ofs if you want to use it or if people want to collect, right? Meaning that people will most likely get 1 copy. So MST is something that people will get 3 copies of most likely. So I would definitely get yourself some Ghost Rare MSTs along with it. Looks great. But with that being said, guys, leave a like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the a longer 5 card time in your trade binder. I got this in a little bit of a hurry because I've been busy with school a bit. So hopefully you guys did enjoy, and let me know in the comment section below, what are some cards that you think are a good investment, and what do you guys think of the investments I've made in the comment section below. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.